Today I'm going to talk about how to lose weight, and this I believe is applicable to pretty much everybody, but it is just my personal experience. I'm not a doctor or anything, so don't quote me on this. But yeah, I mean, I've been through Slimming World, I've had eating disorders, I've abused laxatives, I've starved myself, I've been on really extreme calorie restrictive diets. None of it has ever worked, and it's just made things a lot worse. So the last year for me really has been an absolute godsend, and I'm starting to feel like a different person. So the first thing I'd say is cut out oil. Firstly, oil, when you're cooking, even stuff like coconut oil and that, it's all oil. It has so many calories, and you only get like that much to like 100 calories of oil or whatever, maybe even more. So you're just adding that to the food for no reason. Like, you can stir fry veg in water, it does the same thing. As long as you keep mixing it, it won't burn, it's fine. And also look on packets and stuff like that, because you'd be surprised how much oil is in certain foods like crisps and sauces and marinades and shit. A lot of packeted food has oil in. So yeah, be careful about that. Another thing is avoid simple carbs, like bread and cake and shit like that. Not pasta, pizza. A lot of people say that white pasta doesn't help them lose weight, but I still eat white pasta and I haven't found that to be an issue. I do prefer brown pasta though. So yeah. But carbs are good. Don't be scared of carbs. I eat loads of potatoes and beans and pasta and rice and stuff like that, and fruit, and I've lost 2 stone pretty much in the last year. And although that fluctuates because of what time of month it is, or stress or lack of routine or whatever, I feel in control of my weight now, and I eat loads. You shouldn't restrict yourself. You shouldn't see losing weight as a restrictive diet kind of thing. All you need to do is eat food that your body needs, and food that's going to fill you up for a long time and just be of benefit to your general overall health. So I would say a high carb, low fat diet, which is essentially what I've just said. I'll repeat myself again. Potatoes, brown pasta, brown rice, whole grains, stuff like quinoa, lots of fruit. Lots of fruit. I just snack on fruit all day. Bananas. Bananas are my favourite. Peaches. Anything really. Because then you're not going to get hungry. You're not going to crave sugar because you're getting the natural sugars, which are good for you, even though people say that they're not. And you're less likely to start grazing on shit that you don't want to be grazing on. So another thing is eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of green vegetables, because you can eat a lot more vegetables as opposed to meat and oily stuff in that, in terms of calorie density. So if you eat a lot of vegetables, you're going to feel full up, and yeah, you're going to get a lot of fibre as well, so you're going to be regular, and it's going to make you feel really good. Another thing is drink plenty of water. I found this really helped when I started kind of being a bit more health conscious, because sometimes when you feel hungry or when your brain starts to go a bit funny and you need to eat something, it's usually because you need to drink something. And if you're drinking stuff like fizzy drinks and soda and pop and that, that's just added calories, added sugar. Carbonated drinks aren't really good for you at all, even if they're like no sugar or whatever. The best thing that you can do is drink water, and it'll make your skin feel nice and your eyes clear, and you'll have more energy. You'll need to pee a lot, but it's worth it. It really is. Another thing is, and I know I'm probably going to get shit for this, but cut out dairy. You don't need to eat dairy. It's fattening, it's unnecessary, and I mean, for a lot of people, it causes stuff like IBS and, you know, digestive problems, skin problems. So, you know, when I hear people say, oh, I've got really bad, like, acne or whatever, and they're eating a lot of cheese and stuff like that, like, it just makes me want to go, well, you're eating a lot of cheese. Like, if you stopped eating cheese, then your skin would clear up probably. And they're on loads of medication and stuff like that, and it's just like, the answer is there. Like, food can either be medicine or it can be a hindrance to your health. And I was eating a lot of cheese and yogurt. I used to think yogurt was really good for you and healthy, and I used to eat shitloads of it. Ice cream, used to eat loads of ice cream, like full tub of Ben and Jerry's to myself. Usually crying into it, and just used to think nothing of it. And then when I started cutting all that shit out, my skin cleared up so much, and I found it so much easier to drop the weight that had been clinging onto me, particularly on my belly and my hips. And yeah, I could definitely see a difference. The next thing is takeaways. Like, I rarely have takeaways now. I don't really eat out either, but like when I do, I'll have a treat, you know, I'll treat myself. But before, I was eating a lot of takeaway because I was lazy. I didn't want to cook anything. I didn't see the point in cooking anything. And yeah, I just didn't really care about the implications of it. And I realised now that that was probably one of the main things that was causing me to hang on to all this weight that I couldn't get rid of. No matter how much exercise I was doing or anything, what I was putting into my body, that was the cause of it. So like now, I mean, I ordered a curry the other day from my favourite curry place, what I used to go to a lot, and I got it and I opened it and I saw the layer of oil and I was just like, oh, like, and I didn't even want to eat it because I knew if I ate that, I was just gonna feel like shit, you know, because it's so stodgy and so yeah, I mean, if what I do now is I'll bulk make like curries and chilies and pasta and stuff like that, and freeze them. So when I want a lazy meal, you know, when I come in from a long day at work, or when I've had a bad day, or when I'm feeling a bit shit and I can't be able to cook anything, there's meals in the freezer waiting for me, and I just need to stick them in the microwave and wait a few minutes and then eat them. It's ready. Little or no effort whatsoever. It's a big help. And yeah, you don't end up eating crap. I don't know if I've already said sugar. I don't think I have. Yeah, cut out sugar or reduce sugar a lot, because there's sugar in everything. But stuff like sauces, condiments, marinades, things like that, and a lot of processed food has a lot of sugar in. You really don't realise how much sugar there is in everything, and you need to look at that and kind of, yeah, stop eating and drinking as much of it. I didn't really think that sugar was that bad for you. I always thought that it was fat that made you fat. But yeah, I mean, sugar just turns into fat when it's not burned off, and obviously there's a lot of calories in it, so yeah, it's not good. Similarly, salt. Salty foods create a lot of water retention, and even though it's not necessarily like fat gain or anything, it makes you feel a lot fatter than what you are, and sluggish, and just, yeah, it's not a very nice feeling. I always get water retention before I'm coming up to my period, and it makes me feel horrible. Like, I just feel disgusting, and there's not really much I can do about that other than drink plenty of water and try not to eat crap, and try to keep exercising in that. But yeah, like salty foods, it really, yeah, they're not good. Saying that though, I've been eating gravy recently, and I can't just have a little bit of gravy. I have a lot of gravy. I mean, a mug full of gravy. Because it's autumn, it's colder, so I like mashed potato, vegetables, stuffing, and I like it swimming in gravy. And I need to stop that. So, and I think the obvious one as well is meat. Like, we don't need to eat meat. Meat is fattening, and it does nothing for you. Contrary to popular belief, you know, there's more protein in the things that I eat now, like broccoli, beans, legumes, you know, lentils. I'm really sorry I haven't made a list or prepared any notes or anything, so I'm literally just talking off the top of my head. But yeah, like, we don't need it. It's just going to hinder the weight loss and hinder your health. So as well though, I would also say meat substitutes are pretty much a no-no as well, just as treats. You know, I mean, again, I've been naughty recently and I've been buying Linda McCartney sausages and vegan corn chicken nuggets I had the other day. I had to try them, and they were amazing, like really, really nice. But yeah, like, they are processed foods, even though they don't have dead animals in them, they are processed foods. They have a lot of sodium and, you know, whatever else in them. Haven't checked the box. But all I know is kind of they're not the best weight loss foods. So yeah, I would suggest a lot of carbs, a lot of natural carbs, potatoes, fruit, vegetables, plenty of water, snacks, I'd say, like nuts and stuff like that. Oh yeah, no fruit juice as well, because fruit juice is just liquid sugar. Like, it's not proper fruit, you know what I mean? It's a lot of the time it's from concentrate, and it's just liquid calories and sugar. And yeah, water's the best thing that you could drink, really. So yeah, if you've got any questions or you want me to elaborate, or I don't know, just comment below and I'll try and answer the best I can. Sorry if I've waffled, but as I say, really unprepared today. So yeah, thanks.